Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about core stability, the sort of myths behind it, what it is good for, what it isn't good for, should you be using it widely or not, and how much time and effort should you be putting towards it really. So yeah, let's get down to it and let's talk about core stability. So there's a little bit of a myth that flies around that core stability is super important to train a lot of the time. So the data and the evidence suggests actually that training core stability a lot has a very minimal benefit for athletic performance. And if we think about it, that kind of makes sense because it's not a force generation group really. It's more of a connector. So if you think about the golf swing, you're very much using your feet and legs to generate power that you then transfer through your pelvis, through your abdominals, down your arms and onto the club. So it's very much that connector. So I still see a lot of things, and I've seen quite a bit on Instagram this week actually, where people have been talking around that core stability really helps with squats and really helps with dynamic movements, and the way most people train it, it doesn't. So planks is a big one. Plank looks nothing like a golf swing, so it has a benefit, but it only has a very small benefit. So plank is an anti-flexion and an anti-extension exercise. So it's about holding that static position, which if you think about it, we never really do in the golf swing. So if you're planking and you're planking regularly and you're doing it for more than a minute at a time, stop, it's a waste of time, move on, do something a little bit more dynamic. If you like plank or you like that plank style exercise, start lifting some arms, add in a renegade row, add in some box movements where you move from side to side, all that kind of good stuff, okay? So when I did my TPI certification, they very much talked about the glutes being the king of the golf swing and the core muscles being the queen of the golf swing. Now, I don't think this to be true, to be honest. So what I mean by that is if the core was really that important, we would train it a massive amount of time and it would have such a big improvement on what we're doing. Now, when it comes to training your core, there's no kind of 100% kind of definition of what your core muscles actually are. So core muscles for different people mean different things. So are we just talking about the rectus abdominis, the six pack muscle, easy for me to say? Are we bringing in the obliques? Are we doing all those things? Are we talking about those things? There's no dictionary definition of what your core muscles are. Your abdominal muscles need to be strong enough to support your abdominal contents in your spine and have enough tolerance that they allow you to rotate at anywhere between probably 80 and 130 miles an hour. For most people, come well within those brackets. So what should we be doing? It should take up 5 to 10% of your workout time. It should be multi-directional. So what I mean by that is you should be working on flexion and extension and rotation, because they're the movements that are important for the golf swing. Should it take up a huge amount of time? No. Should you be working your abs to failure? No. Okay. Should it have its own workout? No. It should just be an adjunct that you add on. It's like any muscle group. Individual muscle groups don't make a golfer, don't make a golf swing. You've got to train everything in as a chain and in motion. So big takeaway from this is stop giving loads of time to core exercises. They don't give you a six pack. They don't make your golf swing any better. So why spend loads of time on them? Core's working really hard when you're doing other things. So when you squat, deadlift, press ups, it's working. So that's good. And don't work it to failure. If you add those things in and push some of that time that you've saved from working your core towards short game and putt in, you'll probably see more of an improvement. Okay. Hope that all makes sense. Any questions, please ask away. As always, like and subscribe, and we'll speak to you soon.